I wanted to ask you, speaking of going from KU to Charlotte, what was the adjustment like between college and the NBA? How did you take that adjustment?
I definitely my first year was rough. You go from, like you said, I barely got out of games when I was in my senior year. Um, All American, whatever the case may be. Then you go to DNPs, which did not play. Like bench jacket on, like going down to the G League. Obviously traveling was a big adjustment. Like flying here, flying. Wake up, practice, wake up, hotel bed. Like all of that was a huge adjustment. Um, Weight training, different. Pretty much everything, bro, except for like the pace of the game. It's fast, but it's kind of slower in a sense. Um, and I think that was another adjustment for me. The pace of the game. Being a point guard in the NBA is rough. It's a tough job to do. Maybe you wake up, you got to guard Urban one night, turn around, guard Lillard, turn around, guard Kemba Walker, practice. Like it was tough. So I just took it slow and tried to learn from Kemba and Tony Parker when I my rookie year.
What was the moment where like the switch flipped in Charlotte and you were like, all right, like I kind of like figured it out. Like you had a great season, your second season. Like what was your moment where it all kind of flipped?
Appreciate it, Mitch and Chris. Before we get back to Rock Chalk, I got to tell you guys about the best way to make money on sports. I've been in search of the best way to fire on sports for the last year or so. I've tried every sports book, all the different apps, but Prize Picks is the best way to make money on sports. On Prize Picks, you pick players and not teams. Each player has a set total stat projection. So let's say Patrick Mahomes has a higher or lower than 220 passing yards. If you think he's going to have more, you just click on more. When it hits, you make a bunch of money. I just hit a 4-player pick'em last night, 10x in my money, $100 to win 1,000. And the best part is you can go to prizepicks.com/rockchalk and use the code ROCKCHALK for a 100% deposit match up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/rockchalk. Use the promo code ROCKCHALK for a 100% deposit match up to $100. Who knows what you can turn that $100 into? I turned mine into 1,000 last night. Let me know what you do in the comments.
We call them PD coaches, our player development coaches. They my guy, his name was Nate Mitchell. We used to watch film all the time together, and like obviously my role when I got in the game, it wasn't to be a scorer or wasn't to, whatever the case may be. It was like, okay, come in, get Kemba the ball, make plays, don't turn the ball over, and make sure you're plus minus when you come in. Plus, like, you can't come in and they start winning or whatever the case may be. So that was my whole mindset. And one time we came in and he was like, you don't not shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? You're not even looking for him. Like, you got to be aggressive. You got Kemba in front. The organization is looking for somebody to be a backup to Kemba. Like, when Kemba comes out, we need a mini Kemba to come in. So then once I started kind of thinking like that, and I was going to the G League, and I'm trying to do everything that Kemba do, come off the screen, shoot, get in the paint, finish, floaters, and started. Actually, I was scoring, averaging like 23 that in the G League. It kind of made me more aggressive, and I think that's when like the switch flipped, and I had maybe like 15 or something in one of the games. I moved up from the G League, and I just kind of took off there.